Hello Magic players, Skott here from MTG Mind Games, bringing you a Dragons of Tarkir Fat Pack opening. This Fat Pack was brought to you by Krier's Cards and Comics in Modesto, California. They sell comics, Magic cards, Yu-Gi-Oh!, all kinds of collectibles, and also sports trading, and yeah, all kinds of cards, all kinds of stuff, all of your secondary products that you might need. And they also offer a very large place to play if you're a Magic player or Yu-Gi-Oh! Player looking for a place to play on the weekends. Alright, we're just going to crack right into this thing. I'm not sure if you guys are familiar with Fat Packs. These come with 9 booster packs, a 20-side spin down dice, and a nice box that you can actually store your Magic cards in. Comes with a poster, as well as a full color guide for the set. So these are pretty nice if you're just thinking about buying Dragons product and you're not sure about diving in on a full box. These serve as a good gateway into that, just to kind of get a feel for what the set's all about and give you just some reading homework. Now this thing is always sweet. These things are just, they actually sell for quite a few dollars because they're so well done, and you can collect them and just, yeah, it's just nice. Kind of artwork and things like that. It's good to read. Gives you some of the lore, some of the pictures and things like that. It's really close. So anyway, alright, that aside, let's get to the box. Let's take a look at what kind of poster we have here. You got that boogery gum stuff keeping this thing together. So let's see. There's a lot of extra pieces here, so let me get rid of some of this stuff. Get some room. And this is a new addition. These security devices. Wizards didn't used to do that before, so they're expecting amazing product. Alright, anyway. We've got our 2 deck boxes. Some cardboard pieces, and then you've got this nice box. These boxes hold about, I want to say like 600 cards unsleeved. Maybe like, yeah, about like close to the contents of a box. And it'll hold about 3 EDH decks, or 2 double-sleeved EDH decks, and like a set of dice. So it's pretty nice. This one looks a lot similar to the, or like very similar to the Cons box, which is kind of a pet peeve of mine. I would have more preferred a different color than something like this, but you know, that's their choice. All right, and here's our poster. You've got the full art of Kolaghan breathing fire on a bunch of dudes. Dragons. This is sturdy too, so if you, it's not like a, you know, piece of paper. This is nice cardboard. Alright, we've got our land pack and our 9 packs. And it looks like we've got amazing dice here. That is I would almost call that a translucent, kind of like an Ugin dice, because this thing is crystal clear. Well, it's not crystal clear. It's coming through as like a hue of the Ugin blue. That is amazing. It's very nice dice. Wow. Wow. Okay. Moving on. You guys like and subscribe. We have giveaways. We have all kinds of stuff on this channel. If you're just stumbling upon this, we do box openings, pack openings, product reviews, as well as interviews. We have a podcast, the Wake the Dead podcast, and it's a weekly podcast just basically focusing on our local area and tournaments, things that we, you know, our opinions and things like that about the set and what we did this week in Magic. Got a land pack. These are always nice to keep on hand. I do a lot of cubing, so It's always nice to take a land pack with you when you go to a cube with your buddies. Alright. Here we go. But yeah, like and subscribe, and comment. Let us know what you guys think. We're always interested in your feedback. So, here we go. First uncommon. Virulent Plague. Savage Ventmaw. Ojutai Monument. And our rare, Icefall Regent. 3 colorless, 2 blue. Creature Dragon, 4/3 flyer. When Icefall Regent enters the battlefield, tap target creature and opponent controls. That creature doesn't untap during its controller's untap step. Sorry about that. For as long as you control Icefall Regent. Spells your opponents cast that target Icefall Regent cost 2 colorless more to cast. This guy's nice. It's very good. Let's see where we're going to put everything. Alright. We have Cunning Breeze Dancer. Scale Blessing, Acid Spewer Dragon, and our rare, Shaman of the Forgotten Ways. Actually, I gave this thing a negative review when I first saw it. The more I played with it, I actually built a deck trying to abuse it, and it's really crazy. You tap this thing down, it accelerates you 2 mana. When you're playing this with other mana accelerant creatures, you get to 6 to 7 mana really quick, and then you're dropping things like Ugin, just crazy beefy dragons, like Foe Razor Regent fighting their opponent's creatures, and that's just mono green. But if you go the green-red route, you have all kinds of things like Ventmaw doing all kinds of mana accelerating, and just you're able to hit that biorhythm on the bottom really quickly. And you're going to be able to kill off their creatures. So this guy, I see going up. He's still, he's at $6 right now. That's not really, obviously he's found a place, and people, they don't want to go too low on him. He's not a garbage mythic, but at least I feel like he could go up to like $10 if he sees play as a 4/of in any competitive deck. Alright, moving forward. Next up, we have Echoes of the Kintree, Sight of the Scale Lords, Dromoka Monument, and our rare, Zurgo Bellstriker. 1 red, legendary creature, Orc Warrior. Zurgo Bellstriker can't block creatures with power 2 or greater, and his dash cost is 1 and a red. He's a 2/2. I don't like what they did to Zurgo. He was doing alright before the dragons. Dragons came along. Now he's not doing that great. Alright, we have Dromoka Captain, Dragon Lord's Servant, Good Ol' Lurker, and our rare, Hedonist Trove. 5 colorless and 2 black. Enchantment. When Hedonist Trove enters the battlefield, exile all cards from target opponent's graveyard. You may play land cards exiled with Hedonist Trove. You may cast non-land cards exiled with Hedonist Trove. You can't cast more than 1 spell this way each turn. Alright, and we have a foil, Kindled Fury. Let's see that picture. It looks like there's a lot of good foiling on that one. Wow. All the flames. Sweet. Alright. We have Stormcrag Elemental, Silumgar's Sorcerer, Atarka Monument, And our rare, Erishin Foremost. 1 colorless, 2 white, creature, human warrior, double strike, 2/2. Whenever Erishin Foremost enters the battlefield or attacks, another target warrior creature you control gains double strike until end of turn. Alright. And we have a foil Kolgan Monument. Let's take a look at this one. Ooh, and we get a dragon token. I haven't noticed the dragon tokens yet. I don't usually pause on the tokens here, but we'll take a look at the token as well. Now, this thing is like almost completely silver. It's pretty sweet. Alright, and our dragon token unfortunately has a manufacturer's defect at the top. Thanks, Wizards. But we have our token dragon flying 4/4 with a green fireball coming out of him. Looks pretty sweet. Sweet art. Alright. Next up we have Battle Mastery. Let's get this in focus here. Come on, camera. One day it'll like to focus for me. Here we go. Alright. Battle Mastery. Oops. Scaleguard Sentinels. Encase in Ice. And our rare, Corpse Swift. 2 colorless and a black. Enchantment. 1 colorless and a black. Exile 1 or more creature cards from your graveyard. Put an XX black zombie horror creature token onto the battlefield tapped, where X is twice the number of exiled cards, or number of cards exiled this way, sorry. So you exile 3-4 creature cards from your graveyard. Let's say 3, you put a 6/6 zombie horror tapped onto the battlefield. Interesting. And we have a foil zombie, a foil Marsh Hulk. Like I said before, it's almost like they're dropping all the color out and just making these things solid silver. It's pretty interesting. Alright, here we go. Next up we have Rakshasa Gravecaller, Circle of Elders, Ambuscade Shaman, and our rare, Avatar of the Resolute. 2 green, creature avatar, reach trample. It's a 3/2, and Avatar of the Resolute enters the battlefield with a +1/+1 counter on it for each other creature you control with a +1/+1 counter on it. It's kind of interesting on the wording they use there. Interesting that at the end there they didn't put counter on those creatures. So anyway, maybe they're just trying to save some space. Got 2 packs to go, guys. Here we go. We got Ruthless Deathfang, Seismic Rupture, Deadly Wanderings, and our rare, a Thunderbreak Regent. This is nice. This is probably the most expensive actual rare in the set right now. Thunderbreak Regent, 2 colorless and 2 red, creature dragon. It's a 4/4 flyer. Whenever a dragon you control becomes the target of a spell or ability an opponent controls, Thunderbreak Regent deals 3 damage to that player. It's pretty sweet art too. Pink flames. Yeah, it's very nice. Alright, and we're on to our last pack. Not holding any reservations about what I expect out of this pack. Just going with it. Fat packs these days, I haven't had much luck with fat packs lately. So, alright, let's see. You Could Cobra, Surge of Righteousness, Dragonloft Idol, and our final rare is a Stratus Dancer. Stratus Dancer reads, It's a +1, or sorry, it's a 1 colorless and a blue creature Jin Monk. It is a 2/1 flyer with Megamorph. The Megamorph cost is the same as its mana cost, so it's 1 and a blue. And when it is turned face up, counter target instant or sorcery spell. Now I've referenced this in one of my first videos as counter to target creature or non-creature spell. This is the one I was talking about where it counters an instant or sorcery spell. I mean, in the creature decks, most decks nowadays are creature based, and the only deck that you're really going to want to counter an instant or sorcery spell, obviously all of them, but the one where you're going to see the highest viability is going to be, the control decks. So versus black-blue, I could see this seeing play in the America builds, or even just on its own build nowadays. Like I said, I keep saying this: Dragons of Tarkir is going to shake up the format. It's such a large set that it has nothing else to do than shake up the format, really. So let's go over real quick what we have. We have Stratus Dancer, Avatar the Resolute, Corpse Weft, Thunderbreak Regent, our foils up here, Erishin Foremost, Hedonist Trove, Zergo Bellstriker, Shaman of the Forgotten Ways, and Icefall Regent. Alright guys, so that was our fat pack from Dragons of Tarkir. Go ahead and like and subscribe, and comment. Let us know what you thought about the fat pack. We'll be doing more product openings and more reviews on the set as a whole in the future. And I have a deck tech coming up to you guys, or coming up for you guys pretty soon here. Also, be sure to check out the Wake the Dead podcast, where myself and several other people will be talking about Magic on a weekly basis. So once again, thanks for watching, and peace.